Hey everybody, welcome back to another week in my project life. We are moving right along. I am trying to stay within like a month of what the date actually is, and I got slowed down a little bit with a day in a life. But yeah, we're on week 13, which is going to be, let's see here. I have my weekly card here. March 21st through March 27th. So yeah, it is currently right now April 24th. So I'm like right at that month. So that's why I am trying to get this done tonight. Pictures are going to get heavier. My kids are definitely now, last month, definitely full blown into sports. So lots of sports pictures, lots of pictures just sitting in cars and all that kind of stuff because lots of practices. But yeah, so I have a whole stack of cards. Now, my son's first basketball game with his school team was this month, or was this week. So I have that, and I don't know if I'm going to make that like kind of like a separate page all on its own. I might. I think I need to print one picture or one thing. I don't know. I have to figure that out. My other kid ended his basketball this week, so we have that also. So yeah, so just lots of pictures. I have a couple of pictures of just scoreboards, because my oldest has played 3 games this week. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. So I am going to put you on, guys, on fast forward. I am going to try and get through this, but like I said, it's like literally almost all just sports pictures. I think like there's nothing much else here. So I do believe that I'm going to be using Ellie's Studios or L Studios. How do you, it's L's I don't know, Ellie's, anyways. March kit. I am testing out a few different subscriptions right now and trying to narrow it down because I think I'm subscribed to 3 and it's getting a little expensive. Especially because I am on a pretty tight budget. I love L Studio stuff because it is on the cheaper side. You don't get like quite as much, but it's cheap. I believe it's only like $13 with shipping. It ends up being like 15 something in there. I'd have to check real quick on this. But lots of 3x4 cards. So this is the whole kit, and then a couple of 4x6 cards, which I don't use a ton of anyways. I know more project lifers will, and probably I will start. I'm still sitting here every week debating if I want to switch over to a 9x12 or a 6x12. And I think at this point I'm going to try and stay with this at least until this is full, which we're almost there. Or at least for 2021. When I do 2020s, I might do, because I'm going to start going back and doing my 2020 project. I might switch over to a 6x12. I don't know, guys. I go through it. So, but yeah, so I'm going to be using that along with a bunch of Ellie Edwards stuff right now. But let's get started on this and get going so I can get week 13 done on it out of the way. And then maybe tomorrow I'll even get week 14 done and start getting into April. So, all right, let's get going. All right, friends, so we're going to turn it over to the voiceover right now. This video is actually going to be a little bit longer than all my other ones, as I believe I had, 4 spreads, I believe, in this one. Just had tons of pictures from this week, and I don't even believe all of them honestly got in here. But this week was the end of one little basketball season for my son that we actually had put him in before the pandemic, and then it got canceled, so he had to, finish it out after the pandemic, while he was actually he made the basketball team for his school. So he was doing double duty, lots of basketball this couple of weeks, but it was his last game, and I hadn't gotten a picture of him in that jersey. So we definitely wanted to do that. Also, I had cleaned out the car. I'm pretty sure that we had some pretty good weather, and so I'd gotten into the car and it cleaned it out very good. You don't normally see my car this clean, so we definitely had to take a picture of that and document it. So that is right there. Also, I believe that this is the week without pulling out the spread, like I said, or not like I said, but I filmed this in April. It is now September that I'm now editing this. So long time ago, but I believe that this was the week that my oldest started going back to school for the first time. So, or like right around there, like he was going back now 4 days a week, or I can't remember. Anyways, as you can see, he wasn't a happy camper. Up there and covering his face with his mask. So we just did a quick flip up right here, so that I could get that picture in, and you're going to see, like, you're going to be like, where are all these pictures? I have a double-sided matte photo paper, and so when I mess up on one side, I can use the other side, which is a godsend sometimes, and that's what I'm covering up right there. I am also using very old Becky Higgin cards. You're going to actually see a stack of these come in here in a couple of minutes. That I go through trying to find a 4x6, because I am trying to use those cards up. I have tons of them because I used to be obsessed with Project Life way back when that little boy right there that is now 6 feet tall was about 2. So, or actually about 4 or 5. So, yeah, I have tons of them, and I would love to use them up so that, it's not all going to waste. So I do try and use a little bit of them up here and there. Right now you are watching me cut a slit in that because I did do a flip up for the other side, and you're going to see me fuss with that just a little bit. I got to get that to open up there, but I usually just run scissors or my X-Acto knife across it, and they cut pretty darn easily, guys. So I was mad at myself because I put that flip on the inside of that picture. That's what I was trying to fix earlier, but I was like, forget it, I'm over it. This is probably like 10 o'clock at night too, so I was like, forget it. It looks like I hit the camera there. But here I am just putting, like I said, I was using tons of L Studio stuff, and I believe you've heard me now say this in my videos before. I have just found that L Studio's kits go way better with my style / my lifestyle, my boys, than the Allie Edwards Stories by the Month. I have now put as much as it pains me because I want the stamps and everything, I've put that subscription on pause for a few months, and we'll see how that goes. So. All right, so here we are on to the next side of this flip. That's why I said I think I had like 4 or 5 spreads to this one. But that was my son's, as you can see, first basketball game up there. He missed his 7th grade year, so we were pretty bummed out about that. So we were he actually got cut his 7th grade year, or 6th grade year. Oh, I cannot even speak. 6th grade year. And then didn't get to play for his 7th grade because of COVID. So we were extremely happy that he decided to try out again for his 8th grade team and made it. So we always teach him hard work pays off, and it did, thank goodness. But yeah, so you just see me use one of those Becky Higgins grid 4x6 grid cards, and I just kind of made my own pattern right there. I believe I do some journaling on that later, I believe. I don't think we have another picture that goes there, but I think I wrote out the story of this being his first game and all that kind of stuff. So there is that, and we move on to another spread. Like I said, I had tons of pictures, and being in a 6x8, this is one of those weeks where I'd rather just keep on adding than at this point do a 12x12 album, which I think is crazy. There's those crazy old cards from Becky Higgins. There we go. And do it that way. This way doesn't affect anything. And yeah, we just keep on going. But all right. And then there's my youngest playing basketball, and his little team actually won every game. So that was exciting. And he was finishing up his season this week. So we were finishing up a lot of things, and finally going to calm down a little bit. So, yeah, that was like a crazy time. I was taking kids to basketball, from basketball to basketball to baseball, from baseball to basketball. It was crazy. But I believe that is a thankful from one of like the November, stories by the month right there up at the top. An older one stamp set that I had gotten, and used that. Did some journaling on that card just to get those thought processes down. And then this little guy was still doing online learning every Friday at home. This might have been also a time where he was doing it every other day at home. I'm not sure exactly at this point what he was doing. It changed every other week pretty much, guys. So we just kind of went with it. But I had kind of gotten a little formula. So I would use 2 little phrase stickers, put Elle Studio heart down. Every time she puts one of those in the store, I buy 2 sheets because I use those things a ton. So there is that. And it looks like we are going to start wrapping this up with one last little picture of a very cold baseball practice and get everything together for you guys. Let's see. Oh, we did have, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this picture. Boys were turning in cans. We do a lot of that during baseball season and off season to pay for the next season. So we return everybody's cans and a little bit of journaling about, I believe it was like probably 30 something degrees and they were playing basketball or baseball outside. Yep. And I'm just talking about how he was going from basketball to baseball and putting in the work. So, all right, so I'm going to flip you back over to real time and get this one completed. Okay, so we are all set. It didn't come together exactly how I would love it. I just, sometimes I can't get my project lives to come together exactly how I envision it. I don't know. Like, I just feel like everybody else's project lives are so much better. And I don't know if it's the 6x8 or if it's something else. I don't know. Anyways, I am probably going to run this one through the computer or through my printer because I have a lot to say about a couple of these pictures. And that's the only place I have to journal. Otherwise, I'm going to journal off screen about this one. Otherwise, yeah, I kind of just left it, even though it's not quite like in order. Like this is a Friday and this is, I think, a Wednesday or Tuesday picture. But it definitely, is done. That's the main thing. So I was doing good and then I kind of like fell off. Like I love this, but then I'm falling off. Anyways, it's all good. So anyways, I hope that you guys love it. I can't wait to get going on week 14 and I will see you in the next one.